Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the Liverpool Festival of Country Music, and we're here by the amazing Georgia Rose, who's just been on stage. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great. That was a great set, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
You enjoy it?
Yeah, definitely. I was a bit nervous, but I was fine when I was up there.
Yeah, you were saying that before you went on, and I thought, it doesn't look like you're nervous.
Well, at least people didn't think I was.
No, it's great. You've got a really fresh and crisp vocal as well, which is great. I mean, there are similarities, I think, with like Taylor Swift and with the clarity of vocal. That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, she's my biggest influence. So yeah, she is. That's probably why I might sound a bit like her. But
well, my youngest daughter's a massive Taylor Swift fan, so I'm going to tell her tonight. I'm going to go. You've got to get her music down.
Yeah, no, I love Taylor, especially with all these new albums she's bringing out. She's releasing all her old albums.
Redone them.
Yeah, like I'm loving it.
How did it all start for you? When was the light bulb moment to actually take up singing?
Well, I'd always liked singing, but me and my best friend started writing songs when we were in high school. Like, we didn't perform them or anything. And then one of the teachers there was like, oh, you should perform them. And we started singing. And she kind of wanted to do her own thing. And I was like, well, I want to carry on with music. I ended up going to a music college in Liverpool. And then, yeah.
Are you from Liverpool?
No, I'm from Cheshire, but I didn't live far.
Oh, no, you said before, you're like towards Crewe way, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ah, right. No, I only live about 15 miles away. It's quite interesting when you're talking to Americans. They go, where are you from? I said, 15 miles from Liverpool. Oh, the Beatles.
Oh, no, I know, literally.
Yeah. Well, I think you was at the BCMA Awards as well, wasn't you?
Yeah.
That was a phenomenal night, wasn't it?
I know, I really, really enjoyed it.
I'm still recovering.
I know, I was like, I won't drink too much.
I was the fool who bought the acoustic guitar by Lee Bryce.
Oh, no, that was...
I won it.
Really?
Yeah, I won it.
Oh, my God.
I know. I woke up the next day going, why is this in my bed? Why am I hugging this?
Oh, my God. And you're like, oh, it's just that.
Well, what's in store for you? Got any new music coming out?
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, we've got a lot of songs.
Oh, thank you, mate. Reviewing. It's all right, I'll let it.
Well, we've got a lot of music recorded, so I think it's just about arranging it a bit differently. And there's a few lyrics and stuff I want to change in a few of my songs. But yeah, I've got a few more gigs coming up, and hopefully we'll get some music out in the early new year.
Whereabouts are your gigs?
We've got one in Manchester on Wednesday, and then one again in Liverpool on Friday.
Whereabouts in Manchester?
It's a night and day cafe. It's like right in the... Yeah.
Love that. In fact, I think that might be the one that Joe Nichols appeared in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the month before, he just opened up for Garth a stadium tour.
Yeah.
And actually went there and he went, I said, what's the difference? He went, a lot, but he loved the up close and personal kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, is it very like, I've never actually been in.
It's supposed to be, well, it is great. He was actually in a TV series recently. I went, remember that bar?
Yeah. Well, I'm performing for Jade and Kezia.
Yeah.
I'm the warming up act.
You're warming them up.
Yeah, warming up the crowd.
Well, that's great. And again, next year, a lot more coming your way and more gigs.
Hopefully, yeah. I'm going to try and get out to Nashville in like early New Year.
It's a place I've never been.
I know. I'm very excited.
Every time I interview anybody in America, they go, "You've never been to Nashville?" No. When you come over, look us up. We'll go and hang. And I'm going, I need a month now.
I know. No, but we've got some rights planned with some people out there. So that'll be really, really fun. It'll keep me busy when I'm there.
Okay, here's a question I ask Americans, but I do it from Mount Rushmore. Like they've got the 4 heads around the mountain who they can replace. I'm going to do it differently here because obviously you haven't got Mount Rushmore. You've got like Formby Hill, but no, it won't work. But we've got like a table, like a dinner table, and you can invite 4 people that people have inspired you. It could be family, it could be musically, it could be a teacher. Who would those 4 people be?
Well, I'd definitely invite Taylor. Like, she'd have to come. She's definitely inspired me. Probably Ariana Grande. I used to be like the biggest fan of her.
Wow.
And she's very, like, even though we don't sing the same type of music, she's very good vocally. And I think for me, I've learned a lot from her. Obviously, she's musical theatre trained, and I think that's really important for some people to get trained in that department because it teaches you technically how to build up stamina and things. Who else? Oh, this is too hard.
Could be family. Who's inspired you?
No, family. Probably my mum then. Mum goes everywhere with me. So.
You've got to put your mum. I was trying to tempt you then to say your mum.
She's got to go. And then,
is that your mum you with today?
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely need to. Yeah, she won't get home.
I know. Invite my mum, and then this would be a weird dinner table. Like just me sat there with them, but.
It's the secret stories that come out, and you go, "My mum's here. I can't really."
I know. and then probably my best friend, Ella. Like, she's the one I used to write with, but we're still best friends to this day.
That's a good thing as well, because you've got the same experiences probably growing up as well.
Exactly. Like, we were going through similar things at the time, which is why we started writing songs. That's kind of the reason we became friends, but now we're still best friends. So we see each other all the time.
Well, good luck. Like I said, if on the evidence today about you only got one way and that's going up. It's such a great set, and I wish you good luck going forward.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here again at Liverpool Country Music Festival, and I'm here with Kezia Gill. How are you doing, Kezia?
I'm doing really well. Cold.
It is freezing, but it's warm in there, but it's freezing here.
Yeah, it's the weather you can't dress for. You're constantly taking something off or putting something on, but...
And you've only just come back from the Caribbean, and all.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling the nip.
Well, congratulations on all the awards the other week at the BCMAs. How do you feel?
Amazing. It didn't feel real, because I wasn't there. And even though I was FaceTiming my manager, Donna, who's so lovely, that she accepted the awards on my behalf, I'd been asked to prepare something just in case, so I felt like I was sort of getting to get my words out. But the first night of the tour, we did a pre-launch party in Chelmsford, and the lovely Georgie from Tennessee Fields awarded me with my little glassware collection. So they're on my mantelpiece now, and now it feels real.
Your career is just, I don't know what it is. In the last 12 months, it just seems to have gone from there to there.
Yeah, people keep saying, things are rocketing, you're hitting the ceiling, but I think I'm so busy, and I'm at that point where at the minute where it's just sort of like head down, job after job after job, gig, write, produce, record, and I haven't quite looked up yet. And I think what's really nice is people keep saying to me, oh, you're doing really well, aren't you? And then I kind of go, oh, actually, yeah, I'm doing all right. But I'm right in the middle of a tour. I've got so many exciting things that I can't talk about yet, but I know are coming for 22. And I'm very much like, just keep working hard, and hopefully it will pay off. But I think what's nice is that it's already starting to pay off. So
it's that hard working ethos still stand you in good stead going forward.
I think so. It's something my dad instilled in me. He says, don't ever expect to get anything given to you in life. I think if you work hard, earn an honest living, what living you can make out of music. But I'm really lucky to do something I love. So
You've got the right people behind you as well. Which is good.
Absolutely. I mean, I've came together with Donna with Is Imagined back in July, and she is just an absolute driving force every day. She has dreams before I can even think of them, and I've got an amazing husband who supports me. I talk about him all the time, my lovely Lloydie. I think it's really important to have people in your life that are just there to just have you when you need to lean back. It's just there to catch me, because it is very demanding, and it's not all yeses, it's not all successes. There's a lot of pitfalls, there's a lot of down days. But the support and love I have around me means that I have the strength to keep going.
It is. I just I had a really good conversation with Ben from the Shires recently, and obviously waxed lyrical about your support as well. How was that tour?
That was sensational. It was only a short run of dates. It was an acoustic tour, but it was a magical experience because I was pretty much singing to people that had never heard of me. And as lovely as it is singing to people that know you and know your music, there's something magical about people hearing your songs for the first time. And that's what they allowed me to do. They introduced me to a new audience. The tour was unfortunately cut short due to a break of COVID in the team, but we have rescheduled those dates for January, so it's super exciting. And yeah, they're just wonderful people as well, Ben and Chrissy, like such genuinely nice people. And I think being fellow musicians, fellow performers, there's a bit of an empathy there. We all know what we've done to get where we are today, so there's a level of respect there, which as a support coming onto a huge tour like the Shires, like they're the biggest country group in the UK, for them to speak highly of my work is hugely humbling.
I think they were a little bit worried. There was fear in his eyes actually because you were supporting him.
No, I think Ben's safe where he is.
No, but honestly, quite a humbling guy, because he did say in wax very, very lyrical, and he said sometimes you take people on tour, but he said we are worried that Kezia's on the tour, because she's bloody good, that kind of thing. But it's just great to hear. I mean, you're on tour as well with the country country girls on tour, is it with Jade?
That's it. It's called Women of Country. Right. And again, due to COVID and everything, we've had to postpone the launch. But fingers crossed, that's going to be coming out, sort of starting to take shape towards the end of 2022. But that's basically going to be a theatre show playing homage to the great women of country music, right back to Patsy Cline and Tammy Wynette, right up to Miranda Lambert and Carrie Underwood. So
Georgia Rose is with you as well, I think. I've just interviewed George and she mentioned.
Yeah, there's a few girls in evolve, so it will never be the same lineup. You know, we're going to try and make it something where on any given night you could get any set of women. But I really think the female game is strong at the moment in the UK. I mean, even with Jade and I doing Girl Country, we've got an all-female lineup of support acts, and I just think the girls are rocking it at the minute.
I've said this quite a few times recently, even to the Americans. It seems British country music has thrown everything by the kitchen sink due to lockdown, whether it's making a studio at home, the writing sort of depth, the production kind of depth. So when lockdown eased, it was like bang, we're here.
We were all ready.
Yeah.
Because we had the one thing you quite often don't have as a working artist is time.
Yeah.
Because you're always on the road. And actually having 18 months at home meant I was able to produce the mess I made, my EP. I was able to really just get everything right and take the time to create something I was super proud of, and I think that's why it makes it all the more wonderful that I've received the accolade of Album of the Year, and you know, for ARC Radio as well, it was voted Listeners' Album of the Year.
Radio 2 as well.
I know it's had a huge you know, support from Bob Harris, and I just think it makes all the hard work worth it. But without the pandemic, maybe it wouldn't have been a thing. So you've got to be grateful for the little things, you know.
I think the Americans have said exactly the same thing. They said if there is a positive, we've spent that downtime to actually produce what we think is our best work.
Absolutely. I mean, I talk a lot about my wonderful online fan group, the Friday Night Crew. That was all born from me being forced to have to put my performances online. So did a little gig every Friday night from my living room.
Oh, wow.
And everyone that tuned in, we affectionately became known as the Friday Night Crew. And now, you know, they follow me to all my live gigs. So without the pandemic, I wouldn't have had that. So I actually wrote a song called The Best Worst Year. And it's exactly that. Yes, it was a terrible thing, but I think if you can look at your cup as half full, there's beauty in everything. And the pandemic was actually a beautiful time for me. So
I think it was for everyone. I mean, I look back on it. I didn't miss the singing at all. I didn't at all because I was more focused on my radio side of things. And then when I got my first gig after it, I went, oh, is my equipment still working? Does my fingers still work? And I booked a rehearsal room and went, I need to rehearse big time. You know,
it was so funny. We had our first full band rehearsal after the pandemic. I think it was March 2021. We had a whole string of festival dates and we needed to get together. And that first rehearsal was literally like, how do I turn my amp on?
Yeah.
How do I tune my guitar? Like, what's a C chord? It was just so bizarre. But what was nice is after half an hour, we were just bawling again.
Oh, well,
it's like riding a bike. Yeah, absolutely.
There's a song there or something. It's like riding a bike. But how do people get the tickets or look for more information about yourself?
So all you need to do is go to kezzygill.com. Everything is on there. You can get gig tickets, you can find out where I'm playing, you can find out what my music is and where it is. And just follow me on social media. I'm pretty active on socials, so I'm easy to find.
Easy to find. Well, I wish you good luck. Good luck on the performance this afternoon. Tonight,
much.
Isn't it? 8
yeah,
o'clock.
That's right.
Can't wait to hear you as well. But thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Well, here we are back. It's getting darker at the Liverpool Country Music Festival here in Liverpool. And we're with none other but the Irish singer himself, Gareth Nugent. How you doing, man?
I'm grand. How are you?
I'm thereabouts. Yeah.
Yeah, you're in your hometown here, are you?
Near enough. 15 miles away.
Ah, well, it's not too far then. Yeah.
You're on tonight as well, aren't you?
We are. We're playing tonight. We're last show.
Oh, you're closing it down again?
Again, we're closing it down. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Everybody's too drunk to remember.
Yeah.
It was on last.
Yeah. I sort of remember, or I wasn't there. I don't know yet.
But I saw you at the BCMA for the first time live. It was phenomenal. I can't wait for seeing you tonight as well. So, but you're a busy guy at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, we're keeping busy. Got a few things in the fire.
Yeah.
So between recording and hopefully getting the album out next year, and then we've got a few shows coming up in the new year. So it's going to be fun.
And we're going to be together on the 17th of December.
We are indeed.
At the BCMA Christmas party at the Stumble Inn in Preston.
We are indeed. Looking forward to that.
Oh, I'll tell you what, it's going to be manic. We've got Tom Curry coming down. He's just said, can I come? I went, yeah.
Why not? Why not? We've got Alan.
And then you and I are going to be working together with Eleanor Spring Strike in January.
In January, we're going to
Sweden.
Yes.
Hopefully she's going to bring Jimmy Ritchie over.
Well, it's funny you should say that. I am going over to Sweden in December 10th. She's doing a show, and Jimmy is playing at it. So I'm going to go over.
Oh, are you going over?
I'm going to go over.
Oh, she invited me, to be honest with you.
You should go.
Do you know during during lockdown, my passport ran out. I thought, I'm not going anywhere. I've not renewed it. It's too late
what
for me
you
to
really
get.
mean is your ASBO won't allow you.
Yeah. But no, she invited me around, and I went, I can't come. I haven't got a passport.
You have to get your passport sorted, man.
I know, but Jimmy Ritchie's a top guy. He is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to meeting him.
No.
Well, I'm looking forward to meeting Eleanor as well. So
Yeah, she's amazing. I'd love to. Like I said, I've talked to her so much, but we're going to be at 20 around the back end of January.
Yep.
We're going to be involved all over the country now. It was originally Crewe and Blackpool, and then London's come into it, and
yeah,
it's just a phenomenal singer. And Jimmy is such a great producer, songwriter. He's raw, and his best mates with Jay Cohen.
yes.
And I kept saying to him, get him on the show.
Definitely. You got to get him on the show.
Well, congrats anyway on what's coming up, and also I'm looking forward to your show tonight.
I'm looking forward to
I'm
it
hoping
too.
I'm not going to get too drunk to remember it.
As long as you have fun, that's all that matters.
Hey, fella.
And you.
All the best, my man.
Take care.
Here we are again at the Liverpool Country Music Festival, and here with Laura Oakes, who's just come off stage. How you doing?
I'm all good, yeah. Very happy now I've been on.
Oh, what an amazing set that was as well.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's good that you got Jade up as well.
Yeah, we got Jade up for a song which I've been wanting to do for ages. We've been talking about singing together for ages, so happy that we finally got to make it happen.
It was amazing, and like, everybody just went, you know. I mean, the talent here is just phenomenal from Act 1 all the way through. It's just brilliant.
Yeah, like to set in one day, like the amount of talent that's here. Like I'm so happy that we've been on the middle of the day. So I just get to go and sit and watch Jade and Kezia and Stuart Landon's on right now. So Robert's on later. Like what a day.
He's singing one of my favourite songs, The Whiskey and You.
What a song.
I remember Chris Stapleton doing that at O2 and everybody walking around afterwards going, what? You know. But how did it all start for you? Where did it all start? What was the beginning of your career?
I've always sang. I'm from a musical family, so kind of very Liverpool, very musical family. So everyone's always sang. Kind of mandolins and guitars have always come out of family parties, like long before I was here. So I kind of it was never anything weird or different for me to just start singing in harmony. It was just something that all the family did. And I only really realised that like not everyone does that.
Yeah.
When I got to about 15, I was like, oh, these people don't sing in harmony around the dinner table with their mum and their uncle. Like, but yeah, so kind of it started there. I didn't really ever, because of that, make a conscious decision to go, I'm now going to do this. It just kind of naturally, I mean, I started when I was like 14 and I just haven't stopped yet. So
Well, 2 years ago.
Yeah, you know, the whole 2 years.
No, but it's phenomenal. I've said it all the way through, from Buckle and Boots all the way through this year. It just seems that everybody's raised the game. During lockdown, they've thrown everything at the kitchen sink, songwriting, production, their own vibe, so to speak, haven't it? So when the lockdowns eased, it's hit it with some gusto.
Oh, totally. And it's a really exciting time actually because that's been happening. It's that now everyone's got all of this new stuff to sing and play, and it's given everyone that break to really, like you say, kind of just like sit down and go, right, what next, and build on things. Like I've kind of, even though it was the weirdest time in the whole world and horrendous in so many ways, like there's lots of good bits that have come from it as well. Just having that time to go, oh, I've now got this new skill, you know, that's recording at home or, you know, playing this or whatever, that people can, I've all been sat at home learning, so, and we can take into the new world.
And what's the next few months and certainly 2022 look like for you?
Lots of gigging, which that was the hardest thing to not do, like, because writing, we can still write, so I've still been writing, you know, the whole way through, but the gigging is the bit that I've missed the most, so as much of that as possible, and getting to play new stuff for people as well.
What's the feedback been like with the gigs as well? I mean, today's been phenomenal, but leading up to this, what's people been accepting your new stuff very well?
Yeah, really well, actually, kind of generally the way people have been hearing it is through live streams, which has been everyone's kind of life for the last 2 years, and the response has been amazing, and so I got to play some of like the new stuff that people have been hearing on live streams and things over the last year today for the first time, and it was just so nice to hear that, because that's how, you know, when you go, before you record anything, generally you take it out and road test it and see whether people respond to it. That's how I've chosen everything I've recorded in the past. So not having that kind of sounding board for 2 years has been so weird. So it's so nice to just hear the reaction of people and what they do and don't like.
Great venue as well, isn't it?
Great venue. I think it's one of our best.
I mean, one of the great things is a pizza van outside, and he's doing phenomenally well at the moment. Have you seen these pizzas coming in?
It's doing very well. I mean, it's that time now where we've like 5, 6 o'clock.
I know.
I think they'll be very, very busy for a little bit.
Absolutely. But I wish you all the very best going forward in your career. And I said this will be played on radio as well, not just the BCMA YouTube channel, but on Cat Radio, which I'm a DJ for, and also Move Radio. And so nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
You take care. Thank you very much.